Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to Overlord episode 8. As you see, I look a little bit different this time because it is late at night. I just came home from being a little bit outside, and I just had no time to dress properly in the appropriate gear. I hope you're okay with that, because I had to do this in the middle of the night. Otherwise, it would be delayed even more. So I wanted to give you the reaction as soon as possible. And I always try to keep my schedule. That's why I do it in this attire. So, as always, you know how it is. If you want to see the reaction itself, which includes this awesome picture, just go into my descriptions and you will find a link. Please remove the parts that are wrong and add the dots instead, and you will see the reaction itself. And once you're done, you're very welcome to come back here and hear me out about what I thought about this episode. For those of you who came back, welcome back. So, well, that was a really good episode. I liked it. It had enough action, and you know, I was a little bit tired, so that was cool for me that we had action and everything inside. I'm a little bit sad about the fact that, as it seems, the adventure party is gone. I really like those. They were well designed, you know. They were nice people. They worked together. They had hopes and prayers for the future. So I'm a little bit sad that they have gone. Seeing Momonga stating he might have done something like that as well, when he talked to Clementine, doesn't make it very much better. But it fits what a lot of you said, that Lord Momonga himself isn't a nice guy. He is someone who goes over dead bodies if needed for his goals. So the fact that he is kind of undead makes sense. We've seen a lot of OP, overpower stuff from his side again. But let's just go through it one by one. So, it does not only seem, it is a matter of fact, that Clementine was able to take an Neferi, because she wants to have him create an undead army, which is a 7th level spell. So that's what this circlet is for. So, I had the question in the past, in the last episode, and the one before, I think too, about how much power this crown, this circlet has. So it is, I guess it is more neither the most powerful spell that's possible, so it's 7th level. I remember that we had in the last episode, someone mentioned it, normal people have a maximum power level, magical level of 3, heroes have 5, and above is superhuman entities, stuff like that, so up to 7. So that's why she goes for it. It is the highest possible level, as we have seen in the crystal where this higher angel was summoned. That one was level 7 as well. Once again, we know, because we've seen in the past, that the Overlord is able to cast level 9 spells, and possibly even 10. Someone mentioned it in the comment section, that 10th level spells are some kind of specific godlike spells from Yggdrasil. We haven't seen that yet, so not sure if it is true, but if so, we will see. And if anyone, then it also very likely is Momonga who can do it. So he is still way up. But 7th level, that's already something harsh. The adventure party, the Black Swords, I'm not sure what their correct name as party was, but I remember the Black Swords. Well, they kind of tried to secure the mage, the girl, which it was in the end. I thought in the beginning she is a girl. Then in the discussions in the group, they made clear that it is a man, a boy. And I was once again in this, okay, boy looks like man, boy looks like girl, girl looks like boy, the typical stuff we had multiple discussions about already. So it was, oh well, okay, so he is male. But now it is confirmed she was female, so she did dress as a male, more neither, and bound her torso so that they don't see the breasts, so that she has a more manly stature. Because having a female in an adventure party is told to be unlucky, which is a bit strange. Okay, that sounds a little bit like from the past when it was about sailing. It was said that if you have on your ship, you have a woman that is bound to lower your luck, is bound to give you disaster in the end. So, not sure. It might be that she can kind of hide who she is, because there seems to be something which maybe will be in the future. I guess so. They wanted to send her out so that she can take care and find her sister, rescue her sister, who was taken by aristocrats. I guess that might be a story we will have in the future. So it might be that the sister of hers, whether younger or older, I don't know, will pop up in another episode, and it will be about Momonga stating what has happened. Don't know, we will see. Oh yeah, there was one thing, just skipping there, in the intro. There was the first verse, the first line is, "Where is my soul?" How could I ignore that one until now? So that is a really major question, which funny as hell comes to me right now because seeing Madoka Magica while I'm watching Overlord as well. So soul being outside of your body is something that we discussed already. So it is an interesting question here. So seeing that normally the player who plays Momonga is sitting in front of his computer or whatever they use in this time. His soul is in his body, we guess, kind of. And the character is just that, bits and bytes a character. But now he is in it, you know, he fuses. Where is his soul? Is it there? Where is his original human body? What has happened with it? Is something happening with it? Seeing that Momonga is a lich. In many cases, a lich is created if a necromancer removes his soul from his body and puts it into a magical whatever, you know, vessel that is away from his body. By doing so, he makes the body immortal, and normally you hide your soul vessel, your soul crystal, whatever you're using for. So this question is not stupid. If it is the same way here and he is a lich, where is his soul? Is it somewhere in the tomb of Nezarec? Or is it still in Yggdrasil? Because then, well, sorry. Well then, you are undefeatable because you cannot die. We will see. Maybe it's not the way here, but it was the thought that came to my mind. So, Muske is, well, the name of the hamster now. It's cool. Nice one. I like it. And well, as I said, the adventurers seem to be... I kind of hoped someone survived. I really thought the mage had survived, but she didn't. So all the adventurers were dead and turned into zombies. She wasn't, strangely enough. But she was still dead. I really thought she was alive, but it didn't look as though. There was, to make them into hunters, was a tier 3 spell. So question is, if the necromancer they are facing right now has only tier 3 spells, I guess he has very likely tier 5. That might be. So he would be on an equal level to Nabarel, which would mean an interesting fight. If he only has tier 3, she is possibly having bigger chances. Although there's still this question, what is this with mages cannot hurt us? That Clementine stated. They were searching for what happened after talking to the grandmother of Nefaria, and that was kind of surprising. So he stated, I will rescue your son, but your grandson, but I want all of you. Which is possibly like the alchemy, her workforce, but seeing he is who he is, that could mean her life, her soul, and everything, you know. In the end, he is more neither evil overlord. So we will see. I did not expect her reaction to be, everything? You are acting like a demon. Are you two demons? That came a little bit out of the blue. I mean, yes, there is this contract with the devil, contract with demons. They take your souls for a wish and stuff like that. I can see a little bit of the explanation, but that was too sudden and too fast. That felt strange to me. But it's okay. That's the way they do it. And it was a little bit funny because they are demons. So, but she agreed. And they searched for those Clementine and the Necromancer, and they found them by using detection spells. And that was a moment, once again, where you could see the difference in power level and in equipment that he has compared to possibly everyone else. Just the fact that he's like, yeah, well, you will need this one spell to find them. And then you take these spells and puts like a bulk of spell scrolls on the table just to make sure they don't catch you. And that is like, okay, against another player, which was his reason, might be a player. That might be necessary against a very perceptive player. But against those two, it was just, you know, possibly waste of material. But it shows that he has a lot of it. And I mean, he has this bag of holding he had there, I guess. Possibly has a direct access to the Tomb of Nazareth, I guess. To some kind of treasure room there or stuff. So he possibly has like libraries full of scrolls. Seeing for a single adventurer, you possibly have this stuff like 5 times. But he was a guild leader. And he had a guild of a lot of people who made scrolls like that, like all the time, you know, crafting, just want to level, so I will craft 100 of those scrolls each day. I can only guess how much he has. I wouldn't be surprised if there would be like a crypt full with those scrolls, just endless, a library, you know. So, but maybe we will. It would be interesting to see something like that, like a library, a storage room, a treasure vault he has, just to see what stuff he has. But it was definitely OP what they did there. They found them, they went there, they simply sliced through this undead army, with the benefit here, which I like, the fact that he didn't beat them all. He just uses the fact that he is undead himself, and thus they do not react to him directly. Because he's not alive, they cannot smell him, taste him, sense him. And possibly neither they can, I'm not sure. I guess they can do for Nabarel because she's not undead, she's a demon, so she's some kind of living. But that's why she's flying. And, well, she had to take Hamuska with her. So, because he is completely a living being, so they would have reacted to him. They just reacted when he came too close, you know, then that they possibly like sense the movement and they're just like triggered by that. So he did not beat the whole army. I guess he could have. From what we've seen, he could have. But instead he summoned 2 higher middle class undead, possibly level 5, I guess it was. I think it was level 5. And they are just right now busy slicing away all the undead, which is okay. Works. He went out and he challenged Clementine to a duel to the death. So he was not like, let's fight a little bit. He was like, hey, let's go over there and fight to the death. Which, on her opinion, is completely cool, you know? Everyone else would be like, what the heck? Are you serious? What's going on in your mind? But she, being kind of a killer, assassin, murderer herself, is like, oh, cool, let's do it. And just went on. And that's an interesting thing. He walks in front of her. She could stab him all the time. She didn't. It is this, she is so in belief of her own powers, which she has many reasons to, possibly by the past, that she doesn't do it. And there is a strange kind of, well, come on, we are both evil, we already agreed to fight, so let's just go there. A little bit of chivalry, knighty thing. It's strange. Navarel killed off with a very cool and powerful and very nice looking spell. So a double magical improved lightning effect. Killed off all the little members of the cult that were standing around the necromancer. And it seems as though he was untouched. More neither completely, not sure there. So there is one fight. The other one is Clementine and Mr. Momo. And that's what we're seeing next time. He already stated that he will not fight full force against her because she's a disadvantage, which is possibly pissing her off like hell. Because she's like, there are only 4 guys who are on my level here. She mentioned them, one from red, one from blue. I guess those are like other cults in this theocracy. As someone mentioned that the black ones, the black scriptum, is one cult. So seeing black, blue, red, I guess those are other ones. And for each of them, she stated there's one person. She stated that the royal knight, the royal warrior, is possibly able to fight her. And we have seen him already in the past. So we know he is weaker than Lord Momonga. We know it by fact. And she mentioned another person, Rhein Umglanz or something like that. I'm not sure who that one is. Maybe it's someone from the Empire. Might be. So that's why he's like, oh yeah, you're weaker, so I will not fight you full force. Interesting will be if or not she will see his face. Something like that. Thus he stated that they will fight to the death. He will possibly kill her. Question is if he like reveals himself before to her like, hey, you never had a chance here and now die. We will see. He does all of this to improve his name as an adventurer, which is okay. He does. He got a little bit of one, a Raven Black Hero. I like that. It sounds really nice. I definitely named the episode this way. And yeah, possibly next time it is those 2 fights. The interesting question is what will happen with Neferi. As far as we know, once you remove the circlet, which I'm pretty sure Momonga will do, it is said that the person who wears this goes crazy. So there are multiple options. It might be that he, by his higher powers, by magic effects or whatever, is able to do it without Neferi going crazy, which would be nice because he has a nice backstory, he has someone he loves, and stuff like that, yada yada. But option 2, Momonga doesn't give a about it, you know? I mean, he even stated, I would have killed adventurers too, I don't care. He is not really upset about them being dead. He is just upset because he wanted to use them to praise his name. So he has shown already that he can be dark and not care a lot about people. So it might be he just rips it off and doesn't care and brings the then insane grandson back to the grandmother and states, here, I told you I would rescue him. I did never say he would be sane. That would be something that can happen. So we will be surprised which of it is true. Yeah, well, I think that's it. The only one that is a little bit that might come in during the fights might be either the 2 middle level 5 undeads he summoned, although I think not. And maybe, just maybe Hamuske will join in once the undead cleaned off the whole army. Then he could join a fight if he wanted to. And I think he wants to. He wants to be close to his master. So that's it for this time. I hope you liked. I did for sure. As always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Please don't spoil. And this is it. Until the next time, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.